cracking, y'all? You are now watching Boo TV. Appreciate you for stopping in. Like, comment, subscribe, hit the bell, stay notified, and let's get into the topic for today. This is a video that I've been wanting to do for quite some time now, and I'm finally getting to it. Part of the Epic Battles playlist that I don't have too many videos in for right now, but they'll continue to add up over time. A lot of different playlists that I do, a lot of different things. So make sure you go check them out. Check all of them out. Might find some more stuff you're interested in. But this goes back to the 2003-2004 season. Kobe Bryant versus Tracy McGrady. People often forget that in those early 2000s, really probably starting the 2001-2002 season, and for a couple years after, the barbershop talk was, all the talk was, as far as who's the best player in the league, the topic for years was Kobe versus T-Mac. Before, it was Kobe versus LeBron. It was Kobe Bryant versus Tracy McGrady. Who's the best player in the league? People tend to forget that. And there were other players that had cases. Shaq, Tim Duncan, Kevin Garnett, possibly Allen Iverson as well. AI, yeah, definitely AI. But the strongest argument and the two players that were generally considered one or two was Kobe and Tracy McGrady. There's no question about that. Before Kobe LeBron was Kobe T-Mac. Now, I grew up in the Orlando area during the time, and obviously y'all know I'm a Kobe fan, I'm a Laker fan, so I absolutely hated being around all these Orlando Magic fans and all these Tracy McGrady fans. Every day it was a battle. It was a battle of words. Kobe versus T-Mac. Kobe versus T-Mac. And they have other epic battles that I'm going to dig into and share with you guys if you hadn't seen or if you don't remember. But this one is one of my favorites. Like I said, 2003-2004 season. This was the season Kobe Bryant was dealing with his sexual assault allegations and going to court and hearings during game or before games and showing up to the game and having to play. And he was also dealing with relationship problems as part of that trial, right? So that was going on, and then injuries as well. The Magic weren't very good that year, if my memory serves me correct. This was also the Lakers team that had Gary Payton way out of his prime and Karl Malone way out of his prime when they retooled, right? And I remember this game. I remember every detail of this game, man. I was in high school, and the games, the Western, it was in LA, so the game came on late, and I was like, man, I stay up, I record the Laker games, and then I watch them over and over again and study the film and study Kobe Bryant's style of play. So I was like, I gotta stay up and record the game, knowing damn well I gotta wake up 5 a.m. for school, and this game ain't gonna be over till like 1 a.m. Sure enough, I did it, and it was worth it every second. It was a crazy game because in the beginning, we're gonna watch it here, but I'll just give you a little recap. In the beginning, Tracy McGrady was on fire, lighting it up. I think he had like 20 to 30 points in the first half, something like that. 25, 30 points, I don't remember exactly. But he had a monster first half, and the Magic were whipping the Lakers' ass. Meanwhile, I don't remember if Kobe Bryant hit any free throws in the first half of that game, but he had not had a single field goal. He was like 0 for 5 or 0 for 7 or something like that in the first half, right? In the second half, like we see Kobe Bryant do time and time again in the third and fourth quarters, turns it up, comes out of the locker room, drops 38 points or something like that. Like I said, I don't remember if he hit free throws, but he hit his first field goal in the third quarter. Ended up with 38 points in the second half. Clutch basket after clutch basket after clutch. It was amazing. And I'm just like, I don't believe this is happening right now. Meanwhile, locking Tracy McGrady up on the other end and bringing home the victory in dramatic fashion in a close game. The shots he was hitting, like we see Kobe Bryant do, was absolutely phenomenal while he was playing with a bad shoulder. Now, we would call him Robo Kobe at the time because he had the shoulder sleeve on, and he was kind of like mechanical or whatever, so we called him Robo Kobe. during that game, but the dude was phenomenal. I just remember him doing this left-hand dunk that was nasty. These fadeaways. The dude could not miss in the second half in the fourth quarter, man. Erupted. And I'll tell you this, nobody, and Kobe said this himself, and it's true. When Kobe Bryant, with all the rivalries, Kobe versus LeBron, Kobe versus Wade, Kobe versus Iverson, Kobe versus Carter, Kobe versus Paul Pierce, whoever, nobody brought the best out of Kobe like Tracy McGrady. He relished those McGrady matchups more than anybody else. And Kobe has been on the record saying that T-Mac was the hardest person for him to guard. 6'8", could do a lot of the things Kobe could do. Post, footwork not as good, but still had great footwork. Great athlete, could shoot the three ball. T-Mac was pulling up several feet behind the three-point line before Steph Curry was doing. In a league that didn't emphasize threes. T-Mac would pull up with that lazy eye and just a few steps away from the three-point line. Drainos. Water. I was surprised when they didn't go in. McGrady was a monster and could finish at the rim, like I said, post-game, everything. McGrady was a monster, man. It's sad how he's forgotten, man. Injuries and stuff took him out. And I do have a whole video dedicated to Tracy McGrady on his channel. You can search for it. But Kobe relished those matchups. And what you will see when you watch this video, what you will see is something that we do not see often from wing players in today's NBA, and really we haven't seen. One thing about Kobe is that he always wanted to guard the best player, especially if it was at his position, because he wanted to. He wanted to show. It's like, it's me and you. Show me what you got. I'm gonna show you what I got. We only meet each other, especially if you're in the Eastern Conference. We only meet each other twice a year. Let's do this. And what you will see in this video is something you don't see often, is the star players guarding each other. Not waiting until the last 3 or 4 minutes of the game to guard each other. For large portions of the game, guarding each other. You don't get that anymore. No. Large portions of the game, absolutely. And watch Kobe Bryant's defensive tenacity guarding Tracy McGrady. He always took it up another notch when playing against rivals or other stars. No question about it. I remember Tracy McGrady hitting his shot in this game. I'll never forget it. He hit this crazy fadeaway or jump shot with Shaq and Kobe jumping in his face for the contest and nailed it. Absolutely nailed it. Me up late at night, knowing I got to wake up in 4 hours to go to school, recording the game. That's the type of Laker fan I was, man. That's the type of Laker fan I was. I remember it like it was yesterday, man. In my room, the glow of the TV in the darkness. But yeah, this was a very memorable game for me. And something else that I didn't know what was going on at the time, but I found out years ago watching a Kobe Bryant interview, is that same day, actually, you know what? I'm going to talk about it after the video. I've gone on way too long, all right? I'll get back to this. Stick around because you want to hear what I got to say. Let's get into it.
The Lakers finally getting it home after this long road trip where they have been pretty good against the East. No Eastern teams have beat them here at Staples. Well, the Magic, when they go out on the road, they haven't beaten any Western Conference teams. They've beaten very few Eastern Conference teams.
Juwan Howard.
Magic in their road black pinstripe uniforms, and Shaquille O'Neal and the Lakers control the tip. They'll have it to start the fourth quarter as well. McGrady, line drive, pull-up, jump shot. Nice screen by Andrew DeClerc. Steady diet of that down in Orlando. McGrady snap pass inside to Andrew DeClerc.
Tracy McGrady, also a very underrated playmaker. McGrady could really pass the ball well. T-Mac had a great feel for the game. Couldn't defend like Kobe, but man, his score. Look at this. I tell y'all, man, I ain't making this shit up. McGrady would pull up. That was like 3 feet from behind the line, man. McGrady was doing that all the damn time. I ain't making this up. Left hand.
Tracy McGrady showing he's got a very strong offhand as well.
Crossover.
Still on the dribble, looking for somewhere to go. Comes back to the ball. Another screen. Fox bounces off of that.
1.5 behind the line.
Good again by
Wet.
McGrady. He's got 10.
Come on, man. I grew up in Orlando. I watch this guy play all the time. I'm telling you.
They got Kobe with 1 assist. Pull-up jump shot in the corner by
People act like Steph Curry was the first person doing that on a regular basis. It was T-Mac, man. It was T-Mac.
Hadn't been much defense played on either end of the floor so far. Juwan Howard floating down inside, and Juwan Howard having a very nice first quarter. He's got 9. Tracy McGrady's got 10. 8 seconds remaining in the period. Shot clock at
Devin George.
ahead. McGrady stutter step. Lakers are out of fouls. Into the corner to Gooden, and he buries
Drew Gooden is pretty reliable in the mid-range. Post game.
They'll call timeout and award a game ball for the defensive player of the game. Tracy McGrady turns and makes his first jump shot of the second period. He now has 13. Tyronn Lue with it left side, looking for who else. Then the side is cleared for McGrady. Swings, pull up, jump shot, good again.
Kobe's not on the floor right now.
Kareem Rush uses the backboard. It rattles in and out. Rebound taken by Gooden. Here comes McGrady. McGrady turns on the Jets, gets down the lane, loses control because he was hit on the arm, and it'll be 2 free throws coming to McGrady. Kobe now being guarding Tracy McGrady. McGrady comes down the lane.
Good way to use that screen to avoid Kobe.
Freed him up, and nobody in the help situation. He gets a layup.
Shaq turns inside, working on DeClerc.
Unstoppable. Andrew DeClerc. Oh man, I forgot about him.
Gets all the way down inside. Shots blocked by Howard.
Good block.
Here comes Orlando. Bogan's running right side. McGrady on the left. Nice
Good pass.
Howard from Tracy McGrady.
I will continue to preach on Tracy McGrady's greatness.
The front court, and Andrew DeClerc fouls Kobe, and it'll be 2 free throws.
All right, so Kobe Bryant did hit free throws.
Kobe Bryant. Kobe's got to be careful running through and around all those screens, guarding McGrady, hit him on the arm, and it's going to be 2 free throws coming to Tracy McGrady. Kobe back to the basket. The help coming from Howard. Malone cuts through the lane. Kobe backs down inside, and he's got his first basket of the night on his 5th shot. Rick Fox
first basket.
Tracy McGrady,
Kobe's about to light it up from here on out.
He comes to get the ball back to Tyronn Lue, wide open for an 18-footer.
And that's all
Ex-Laker.
he has to do, because the Lakers are double teaming him so much. If he finds the open man.
Good pass.
Nice pass by Kobe. Got all the way to the rim and fed the ball off to Shaquille. Karl Malone down inside. Kobe tries to finish, came up short. Tries to finish again right at the rim. Well, it's all about the defensive end. It's all about the defensive end with respect to the Lakers championship hope.
That's wet.
McGrady three-pointer comes right back to him. Gets his own offensive rebound and knocks it down. McGrady coming out of the backcourt being hounded by Rick Fox. Here comes a screen.
And a 10-point lead back then was like a 20-point lead in today's NBA.
Howard all alone in the lane. Kobe wants to work on Stevenson. Double team is coming. Here comes McGrady. Kobe looking, turns, faces, fall away, jump shot. McGrady will pull the trigger.
Boy, gonna be cooking.
Back to post up. He wants to go down into the post against Fox, who's pushing him out as far as he can. The side is clear. McGrady turns and shoots and makes.
He's having one of those nights. I mean, he's not a shooter. He is a scorer. I mean, what's he shoot on the season, average-wise? Probably, what, 42%?
Exactly,
yeah,
42%.
He's not a shooter. He's a scorer. When scorers get going like this.
Kobe down the lane, heard the whistle. He'll get a couple of free throws out of that. Kobe trying to be a little more aggressive offensively. Juwan Howard sets a screen. Howard gets the ball back from McGrady, goes down inside, and an offensive rebound is taken by Keith Bogans.
That's wet, man.
3 for a 3.
Oh, surprise.
Bogans takes the offensive rebound. Are you kidding? Out to McGrady again. Can't give him
He ain't gonna miss 2 in a row.
That just sums up this entire game. Ball is free for the rebound. No Laker goes for it. They get it back and knock down a 3.
McGrady goes baseline, pull up a flat one, and buries another one. This is a 2-pointer by Tracy McGrady. He's got 29. McGrady,
good
nice pass inside to Drew Gooden. That shot erased by Malone. Ball's thrown on the floor. The Lakers don't go after it. McGrady had a brand new shot clock and jacked that one up.
He's on fire. He says, I don't need to use up any time.
And there's nobody over on the sideline that's going to tell him not to. Kobe throws up. Oh, he threw in a prayer. Wild-looking shot, I think, just to try to draw some contact. McGrady working in the low post. Luke Walton's on, as is Derek Fisher.
Kobe is smothering him right now. Look at that defense, man.
And then picks up the foul on Tracy. That's a pretty tough defensive play by a guy with only one arm.
McGrady,
look at the defense. Look at the defense, smothering him.
Above the three-point line, he's matched up with Walton. Here comes McGrady.
Foul.
Down inside, and a foul
good take,
is going to be
T-Mac.
called on Kobe, who immediately raises his hand. Kobe splits the double team. Attacks left-handed and hammers it home.
And that's a good timeout coming from Johnny Davis.
Left hand on him, split the D. I'm going to do it with my good shoulder.
And crowd has a way of getting the team going.
Shaq comes over to set a screen. Kobe around it. Shaq goes in the lane. Pull-up jumper by Kobe Bryant.
Here he comes. Fourth quarter time. He loves the fourth quarter.
Kobe wants a screen. Back to Malone. Head fake, not there. Back to Kobe. Dangerous play. Kobe comes up with it. Attacks the basket. Lays it up. No. Free throws coming as Kobe is fouled. I think Kobe wanted to pass that to Shaq, but then lost control of the ball. Kobe turns baseline.
That's silky smooth. Palm the ball, spin, fade.
Showing why he's the most talented player in the league.
McGrady tries to get it back. Turns baseline. Shaq comes over. Count the basket and the foul. McGrady comes around the screen. Kobe from behind. The ball is loose. It goes to Howard. Lou turns on the Jets, pounding it.
Kobe was a master at that side swiping block. Got that from Michael.
He's got his 2020 game, but the Lakers are on the bottom end of the score, so all for naught if they don't get a victory.
Shaq sets the screen. Kobe with the first three-point basket of the night for the Lakers.
And playing with that sprained finger on a shooting man. Forgot about that.
Runs over Andrew DeClerc, and the foul is called on the outside
big,
against Tracy McGrady.
big wrap on his finger.
Two more free throws coming to Kobe. 4 on the shot clock. McGrady's going to have to take a very difficult shot. Gets down.
I remember that. T-Mac got fouled there too.
I thought he was fouled as well, Stu.
I remember that. Incredible.
So the Lakers trail it again by 10. Give it to Kobe. They trail.
Lakers down by 10 with 3 minutes and 45 seconds.
Shaq being double teamed. Here comes Kobe. Frees himself up. On the baseline, he's got another.
I mean, he's getting freed up now as easy as can be. And it's a 4-point game with 2:50 to play.
Kobe goes baseline. He can make another one.
Killing it.
I'll tell you something right now. If there's any question in anybody's mind who the best player in the league is, call me.
Kobe biding his time, turns on the Jets, comes down. Oh, he laid it up and in. Tied at 102.
You talk about opening the defensive gates. What in the world are the Orlando Magic thinking? He's got the hottest man in the country right now, and they're walking away from him. Make him pass it once in a while.
McGrady comes to get it.
I remember this. He hits this crazy shot.
Oh, he threw it in.
No.
It was late. No question it was late.
It was definitely late.
Sean Stevenson, as you might
I remember that.
guarding Kobe, but nobody can guard him. Lays it up and in.
That's the first lead for the Lakers since 1999.
McGrady steps through the lane. Nice pass to
Good
Juwan.
dribbling, good
Lays it up
footwork.
and in and looks to complete the three-point play. Here comes McGrady. Kicks it out to Juwan Howard, who knocks down another one. The teams trade baskets, still tied now at 106. Kobe on the dribble outside the paint. Deep corner for Gary Payton.
Nice job again. Kobe set it up. Little bit of dribble off the move and spots him up. Knocks down the triple. The Lakers lead it by 3.
Orlando needs a 3. Into the corner to Rooks. 3 seconds remaining. 2 seconds remaining. Stevenson the prayer on the way. And the Lakers win it in overtime.
Man, that was an awesome game, man. Watching highlights doesn't do it justice. Watching it live, y'all know how it is. Y'all basketball fans, y'all know that. But man, those shots the Mamba was hitting in that fourth quarter just brought him from the bottom out of here. Yo, but the thing I wanted to say is that something else I found out in the interview by Kobe is that it was this game. Before the game, like I said, he was trying to keep his marriage together because everything, the trial and everything that happened, and him and his wife got in an argument before he left for the game, and they were in an argument, and she took a bunch of Kobe shit and just threw it out the house, just all over the yard, just all his shit, and he was dealing with that before he had to go to the game. So he was talking about that moment in an interview and how, like, he was playing, but there was just so much on his mind at the time. And when he was playing, he just was more or less going through the motions, which he really never, ever, ever does. With the trial and his marriage and his family, and then trying to play. And then after halftime, he was like, all right, you know what? Let's go win this game. Crazy. That's one of my favorite games ever right there. I'm gonna cover the other T-Mac and Kobe classic videos. The one the year prior to this, the 2002-2003 season, where T-Mac had Kobe in a post, made him fall, and then Kobe came back and dunked on like 3 of the players, slapped the backboard, got a technical foul. They both scored the same amount of points. Kobe had more assists, T-Mac had more rebounds. Magic won. And then they had some classic Lakers-Rockets games too, for sure. But yeah, let me know what you guys think about this one. Like, comment, subscribe, hit the bell, stay notified. I'm going to keep putting respect on Kobe and T-Mac, man. Won't let it die out. We out, baby.